welcome to the Anointed Message. If you are new here, welcome in. And if you are returning, welcome back. Please hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. I do post new weekly Quickie readings every Saturday. Please join the team. We would love to have you. Hit that notification bell. Also, comment. Let me know if these messages resonate for you. Let me know if I am on the right path. I do offer personal readings. All the information will be listed in my description box below. And I do a giveaway for you guys as well. Once the account reaches $1,000, I do a drawing and I give away $100 to make sure the money goes back into the channel, back into the community. All you have to do to enter that is leave a comment and let me know that you want to be entered. All right, with that being said, this is a collective general reading for next week for the zodiac sign of Cancer. This is video 2 of 1. The videos will be linked together as always. So Cancer, what messages do we need to know for Cancer? For Cancer next week, we are still in the month of May 2025. For Cancer. So 3 of Swords, 8 of Wands, and the Moon card. Cancer, something is getting ready to be revealed to you. Something that is going to leave you in the 3 of Swords energies. But you are healing. I do see that you are repairing yourself. What else? And you also have the 8 of Wands for Cancer, please. May 2025 for Cancer. One more card, please, for Cancer. Thank you. Yeah, 7 of Swords. So 8 of Swords to the 7 of Swords. You are moving on to calmer waters. Bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. You may have been dealing with a Gemini. I also have Pisces here and Cancer. Maybe an Aquarius. Maybe a Libra as well. So I feel like Cancer, with the 8 of Wands to the 7 of Wands, there was something that definitely came to light for you, and you're choosing to go in a different direction. This was something that was surprising. It forced you into this energy. Okay, so the 8 of Wands was a surprise. I mean, maybe you thought your love life was picking up and looking up, and you're actually going to be moving on to some calmer waters. You're going to be healing next week, Cancer. Because the Moon card is here, something was definitely revealed to you. I feel like it was a decision. It was a choice. And maybe someone didn't choose you. Same energy, sort of, that I was picking up on last week for you, Cancer. Let's see what else for the zodiac sign of Cancer. What messages does Cancer need to know? What is the Lovers to the 3 of Swords for Cancer, please? The Lovers to the 3 of Swords for Cancer, please. What's the Lovers? Thank you to my ancestors and my ascended masters for your help with these readings. Thank you for your covering. Anything negative that's being sent to us, to me, or the collective, I return to sender. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles to the Magician card. So 5 of Pentacles is all about, yeah, you had someone in your energy that was a trickster. Someone that was a liar, a cheater, a manipulator. The Knight of Cups in the reverse is somebody that's slick. Slicker than a can of paint. Oh, not can of paint. Y'all know what I mean. They slick. I'm hearing oil. Pan of oil. That's what I was trying to say. Very cunning. They are a liar. And they use heavy manipulation. Heavy manipulation. The 2 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck now, and it is in the reverse. So this is some type of breakup. Maybe you had feelings for this person, and they kind of, let you know that you really wasn't it for them. They really wasn't feeling you like that, Cancer. Five of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold, but the Seven of Cups is not exploring other options. Like, this was your only option. I'm hearing you put all your eggs in one basket, and the basket was dropped. Something was revealed. Let's see what was revealed. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What's the Moon card for Cancer? What was revealed for Cancer? What's the Moon card for Cancer? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody was in debt. Yeah, the Temperance is at the bottom of the deck, so you may have been dealing with the Sagittarius. Your patience. Something about your patience. High Priestess card is here too. So like using your insight, or you may have been dealing with a Pisces. Something that you had passion for. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is about being in some type of debt, or it's also about maybe somebody stealing something from you, being robbed. It's about money problems or family disputes. So this is something that is going to reveal itself if it hasn't already. I feel like this is old energy from last week seeping over into this week, flipping and switch that shit how you guys needed to go. But you know, someone was being very manipulative, and it left you feeling out in the cold. I feel like this is, you know, something that you felt like you manifested. This is something that you called into your life, Cancer, and it turned out to be just a disaster. This person, you know, gave you a 649. It was just shocking. Very, very shocking. You didn't expect this person to do the things that they did and to react to maybe something that you said the way that they did. You know, maybe you all had a conversation, and you know how you Cancers do, were maybe testing the waters, and this person sank the boat. Just quite frankly, it's not funny, but at the same time, it's like you guys are very intuitive. You saw this coming, and you still dipped a toe, okay? For Cancer. Yeah, they stole something from you. They took something from you. You have two cards of theft, robbery, okay? Two cards of theft and robbery. It might have been money, because the gift card is here too. They may have also taken your time, because the gift card can also tell me that this is something that you wanted to give to. You wanted to be in this dynamic. What else for Cancer, please? Two more to close this out. Yeah, you were comfortable with this person with family Rome. This is someone you were comfortable with. Okay, what else for Cancer? You're thinking about this person, or they're thinking about you. Or you may just be thinking about what happened. Yeah, somebody, the poverty card is out, which is, you know, it may be not enough information to really determine what happened. This may have been someone that you were living with as well. But the poverty card can also speak to, you know, maybe you were thinking that you were giving to this so much that it set you back financially. I really feel like someone scammed you. I feel like someone scammed you out of your money, Cancer. Or your time, your energy, or you did this to someone else. Bottom of the deck is great fortune. So I feel like you're going to get it back, Cancer. So be careful. You know, when you go to pump your gas, I'm getting, you know, there's a way for you to cover the card number or what have you. Just be very, very cautious next week, because I do feel like someone is going to surprise you and take something from you, something very dear to you. And it's someone, you know, it may be a family member, it may be a relative, it may be a really, really close friend, or it may be someone that you're involved with, but they are a con artist. Like, this is what they do. Okay, so keep your head on a swivel next week, Cancer. Thank you. That was your weekly quickie. Next up, we have Leo. For Leo. Hey, Leo. Welcome in, my babies. This is your weekly quickie. Weekly quickie for Leo. Already, I feel just chaotic energy, Leo. I can't even, faded memories, looking back on the past, Leo. What's going on? Let's take a look here. What are you doing? What's going on with Leo next week? May 2025 for Leo. For Leo. This is video 2, you guys. Video 1 will be linked to this. If there is a message that you hear that doesn't resonate, it may resonate with you, but in a different sign. So please go and find your other signs and listen to those readings as well to get a full story. If you know your sun, moon, and rising, I do read for all 3. Okay, so you may find a message in your moon that you didn't find in your sun. Put it all together to make the full story. Again, this is just a weekly quickie to give you guys an understanding of the energies for next week for the zodiac sign of Leo. What messages do we need to know for Leo, please? Sun, moon, and rising. This is a collective reading, okay? So Temperance card, you may be dealing with a Sagittarius, or Spirit is saying that you may need to have more patience with something. Coming out of heartbreak, the 3 of Swords is here, but it is in the reverse. I love it. What else for Leo? Ace of Pentacles. So you do have finances being stable, riches coming in. You may have an inheritance. You may be building your legacy. What else for Leo? Yes, I love it. Empress card. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Swords. So you may have been bickering, going back and forth with someone, and that's why this 3 of Swords is here, but it is in the reverse, indicating that you're coming out of that. You're healing something. The Empress card is all about birthing something. You're creating something, and there is something new coming in. You may be getting ready to have a baby, or this may be a business project that you are bringing to life, bringing into the world. Yeah, 2 of Cups. You may have a stable love life in your life as well, or this may be something that, you know, you are creating that you love. Either way, it looks good for you next week, Leo. You're not stuck. 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, indicating that you're coming out of something that had you stuck. There is a brighter day. Your finances are increasing. Okay, let's see what else for Leo. What's the Empress to the Ace of Pentacles for Leo, please? The Empress to the Ace of Pentacles for Leo. You guys, this reading is beautiful. That's too many. You may have had an immature person in your energy at one point, but I feel like you're moving on from that. You've had patience. You've done the work. You've gone from one of the queens to now being an empress. Okay? What else for Leo? Thank you. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. So this may be work related. Maybe you were working a regular 9 to 5. The 8 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, which is all about legacy. It's about building. It's the eye of the tiger. Working towards something stable. You lost hope with something though. The 3 of Pentacles is here and the Star is here in the reverse. You may be dealing with an Aquarius. You may also be dealing with a Aries. I also see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also see Pisces as well as Scorpio. Signs don't matter. You can flip it and switch the shit how you need it to be, Leo. But you lost hope, maybe with an Aquarius. You don't want to work with this person. Or maybe you were working with this person and they don't want to work with you, vice versa. You could flip it and switch it how you need it to be, okay? But I feel like next week, you guys are in your bag, okay? And I feel like it's gonna be so good. You're gonna find something. I feel like you're gonna look under a rock and find gold, just period. Yeah, change, things are changing, yes. You're seeing the silver lining in something, yes. This is growth, okay? You're thinking about where you've come from with the change card, okay? the distant horizons means there may be someone that you're dealing with that is at a distance from you, maybe in a different country, over large bodies of water, or this could be you just seeing the silver lining in the entire situation, which I think that's what this is. I feel very, very heavily. You think about maybe things that you may have said to an Aquarius, or maybe things that an Aquarius maybe has said to you to cause some type of friction or what have you. But you're moving on from that. Yeah. You may be dating. You do have, or this may be you showing up. You may work at a place where you have to wear a uniform, or you may be connected to someone who wears a uniform for work. Okay. Bottom of the deck is occupation, which this may be a business owner. So going back to this energy I was picking up here, I feel like you're birthing a new business next week, Leo. And I feel like if you've been hesitating to do it, you need to just do it, because it's going to have such a beautiful outcome. Your money, your finances are going to be stable. Okay. This heartbreak that you went through is going to turn into a 2 of Cups. So love, relationship, career, you guys are solid all across the board next week. So things are going to start happening for you. And I feel like it's going to be very, very rapid. I feel like you're done. You see how the Empress is not facing this 5 of Swords? She's not looking at him. She's not looking at the conflict. That's in her past. Okay. So whoever you guys were bickering, going back and forth with, that don't even matter. You guys are stepping into your legacy. Keep going, Leo. This looks good. Thank you, Leo. That was your weekly quickie. And it was beautiful. All right. So that was Leo. Next up, we have Aries. Hey, Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome in, my babies. This is your weekly quickie for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What messages do we need to know for Aries? Aries babies. How you guys recovering from that lit birthday month that you guys had? Aries was lit for their birthday, baby. Aries was lit. So was Taurus now. So was Taurus. Don't want to leave my Taurus babies out. All right. Aries 2025. For the month of May 2025. What does Aries need to know? Aries. Okay. You got a nurturing, loving partner around you that has a lot of patience. This person may be a Sagittarius. The Temperance card is here to the Queen of Cups. What else for Aries, please? Okay, I like this. You back manifesting, Aries. So something has shifted. I love to see it. The Magician card is here. What else for Aries? One more card, please, for Aries, May 2025. Okay. Something that, okay, I have the King and the Queen of Cups here. So this may be some type of new relationship, or it may be an old one that you manifested back. Someone that is stable with this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles has their finances together. They have clarity of direction. They are grounded, okay? But there's something that you're insecure about, or you may be dealing with a Leo, okay? Because the Strength card is here, coupled with the King of Pentacles, indicating that there is something that you're unsure about when it comes to this particular person. But Aries, you manifested this person. You brought this person into your life. So next week, I feel like you're going to be contemplating. What else for Aries, please? Aries, May. Yeah, you're guarding yourself. Yeah. The Nine of Swords is all about guarding yourself, and the Chariot is in the reverse. You're stuck on something, maybe old patterns, old ways of thinking. Let's see what else for this King of Pentacles. Let's see what type of person this person is. Because Aries, you may be just in your head. This person is showing up as the King of Cups, okay? Yeah, you're not using your penetrating insight. The Ace of Wands is in the reverse. So you're not listening to your intuition when it comes to this person, and you're guarding yourself, and that guard might be too high. Yeah, King of Swords. So you're being real stubborn. Bottom of the deck is the Hangman. So you're waiting on something. You're waiting for something to balance out, right? Waiting for something to balance out. But Aries, let's see what else about this Leo. Oh, or you may be dealing with a Leo. That just came out quite naturally. Herald of Pentacles is here. So Aries, no, I'm sorry. Or you may be dealing with another Aries. The Hangman is here. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be. Flip it and switch that shit, Aries, how you guys need it to be. What else about the Herald of Pentacles, please, for this strength in the reverse? Yeah. Moving on to calmer waters and Nine of Cups. You don't want to be single. You want to be in this relationship, but something is giving you pause. What's that Herald of Pentacles? The Herald of Pentacles is all about a new enterprise, a new business venture. Oh, so maybe there is something solid that you're in currently that you're not secure about, because the Strength card in the reverse is all about being insecure or being kind of a coward when it comes to a person, because it came out with the King of Pentacles. The Herald of Pentacles tells me that there's something new. You're getting ready to move. Are you getting ready to move, Aries? And maybe this connection you're fearing is going to fall apart, but you're stuck on this person. You're guarding yourself from this person, but you do like them. You love the conversations that you guys have, and you love that this person is an affectionate person. Maybe before you were dealing with someone who wasn't very affectionate. This person is very loving, very caring. Or this may be you, Aries. This may be you, and maybe you're connected to someone who maybe got a job offer that is across seas, and they're getting ready to go towards that opportunity, and maybe you guys won't be together if they do that, or you'll be forced to make the decision to move. Either way, I am getting energy of someone moving either residence or moving careers, and it's going to impact the relationship next week. Okay? Flipping and switching how you need it, Aries. Let's get to Kipper here to tie this up for Aries. What else does Aries need to know for next week, May 2025 for Aries? May 2025. See Aquarius here too. You may be dealing with an Aquarius. Yeah, so this is exactly what I was saying. Some of you all out there is definitely concerned about travel. Distant horizon is all about being connected to someone that may be in a different country. They may be moving to a different country or city, something that is over a large body of water. It also may be seeing the silver lining in something. So maybe you've come to terms that someone is taking a career overseas or taking a job that's going to put them further away, or maybe you're moving. And it's going to potentially put some strain on the relationship is how you feel. Okay, what else for Aries? What else for Aries? But I do feel like, yeah, so it's going to affect. So the community card is all about this change, or this difference is going to affect other people. So there may be children involved. There may be parents involved. There may be friends, family. The change is going to affect other people outside of you guys, okay? One more, please, for Aries. I would say just take a deep breath, Aries, and allow, Spirit, God, Goddess to do what it is that they need to do for you in your life. Yeah, so there's fear, though. I do like this. I do like that there is an end to poverty. There's an end to struggle with this move. This is going to be a good move for you guys. So toil and labor is all about someone that is working with their hands. So someone that is working with their hands. I feel like this is just a fear of yours, Aries. Being in poverty, maybe moving and not making the life that you have currently in another country, another city, another state. But Spirit is saying there's an end to that. I love it. Let's get one card from the Kipper. What's the outcome for Aries, please? The outcome. Thank you. Yeah, courtship. You guys are going to continue to date. If you're dating, you're going to continue to be together. You're going to continue to build on what you were already building. So I feel like, Aries, this is in your mind. This is all up in your mind, okay? Get out of your mind and let Spirit, let God do what he wants to do for you in your life. Ashe? Amen. Thank you, Aries. All right, next up, that was Aries. Next up, we have Sagittarius. Hey, Sagittarius. Welcome in, my babies. This is your weekly quickie. the weekly quickie for the month of May 2025 for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. Thank you to my ancestors and my spirit guides that helped me with these messages. Thank you for my ancestors that govern this deck. What messages do we need to know for Sagittarius? Spirit guides. For Sagittarius, what messages does Sagittarius? Good grief, Sag. Let me shuffle that again. The Judgment, the Strength card, and the Queen of Cups came out. Strength card in the reverse, Leo energy, or you may be connecting to a Pisces. All right, what else? What messages does Sagittarius need to know for next week? The weekly quickie for May 2025 for Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius weekly quickie. Sagittarius weekly quickie. There we go. Okay. Five of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So you are putting an end to some type of arguing, some type of, the worst is over. Okay. What else? And it may deal with you maybe juggling your finances. There may be someone in your circle with the Three of Cups in the reverse that you no longer want to work with or work for, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. You're no longer looking back on the past, looking back on how things used to be, Sagittarius. You're moving forward. Yeah. Maybe dealing with the Leo. That Strength card came out again. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Sagittarius. Okay, so Knight of Cups, King of Wands. Let's see. So, Nine of Cups in the reverse, the Strength card, King of Wands. You're definitely taking control over your life. King of Wands is about having passion, or you may be doing some travel too. You may be getting ready to do some traveling. Maybe you're traveling with a career, Sagittarius. You're definitely putting things to rest that had you stuck in the past. I feel like this is work related, Sagittarius. Maybe your boss is a Leo, or maybe you have high Leo in your chart. I do see also heavy Scorpio with that Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, but it's in the reverse. So maybe you're narrowing down on an actual option that you had as it relates to career. Or this may be someone that you're dealing with. Maybe you were dealing with a Leo and it was a very, very superficial connection. Maybe it was someone that you just kind of hooked up with. They thought it was going to be more than what it was, or maybe you thought it was going to be more than what it was, but it just kind of fizzled out. It definitely was someone new, because the Six of Cups is in the reverse, meaning that you're letting go of the past. So if this is a love reading for you, Sagittarius, for next week, maybe you were dealing with someone that you ended things with. You decided to choose work over this person, because at one point you were juggling that person and maybe your career. You decided that you didn't want to work with them or work for a company anymore. You're done looking back on the past, and maybe you just met a Leo and had a quick fling with them. And maybe they felt like, you know, it was something more than what it actually was. Either way, I feel next week you guys are focusing on your money. You do have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And coupled with the Moon card, something's going to reveal itself at work. Okay? I feel like you guys are done with the bull, and you're moving on to something calmer. You're moving on to either a career that's paying more and that is more solid, because the King of Pentacles is a very solid energy, a very loyal, a very determined, a very, you know, the King of Pentacles has his shit together, and you guys are in that energy. So I feel like next week you guys are just going to be realizing your worth. What's the Strength card to the Nine of Cups for Sagittarius? The weekly quickie. Thank you to my ancestors and spirit guides that run this deck. Okay. Yeah, you guys are You're putting this to rest. You don't want to work with somebody. Yeah, you realize with the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Swords in the reverse, you realize that you need to take a step back from this. Like this, the 9 of Cups is all about a relationship that was very unstable. It was pretty much a quick fling, okay? It needed to have deeper connection. And I feel like it was with either a Leo or someone who has high Leo aspected in their chart, or this may be you, okay? All right, let's get some more for the 2 of Pentacles. What's the 2 of Pentacles for next week for Sagittarius? The 2 of Pentacles. So you were juggling something. I feel like it might have been, yeah. It was, that has something to do with work. You have the 7 of Pentacles, which is building and waiting, and the 7 of Swords. So I feel like with the building and waiting 7 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords, which is a treachery card, you were trying to build something and like it was being built on a shaky foundation. I feel like this was a corporation that maybe you were working for that wasn't on the up and up. And you decided to do something else. You're definitely going in the right path next week, Sagittarius. Keep going. Keep putting yourself out there as it relates to, you know, business opportunities and careers, and even as it relates to dating, you know, meeting new people. Don't let this one fling, you know, if you thought it was more than what it was, don't let this one fling stop you from loving with your whole heart, okay? Because a lot of times people come into our lives and they really come into our lives for a good time and not a long time. And that's okay, you know, because you move on. Let their time go ahead and expire. It was fun while it lasted. You move on and you get closer to the person that you're supposed to be with. For Sagittarius, weekly quickie. Yeah, you have a new beginning coming in. You're thinking about this. Thank you. Something's going to change. Thank you, Spirit. That was pretty quick. Yeah. And then this person is thinking about you, whoever this little person is right here. Okay? They're going to be calling. They're going to be messaging. They're not done yet. See, they got a dose of what you had to offer, Sagittarius, and they liked it. And they, you know, more than likely, I feel like they're going to come back. I feel like they're going to spin the block. Because change and child is all about a new beginning. So you're changing the current cycle into something else that's new, that's different. So this person may spin the block. I'm not sure if you're going to, I feel like you're going to know your worth. And you're going to say, you know what, you can't do that to me. Yeah, you don't want to work with this person. Yeah, you don't want to work with this person. So these are work cards. The 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, they're both in reverse. You're not going to want to work with this person. Like you're going to wait on the person that you're supposed to be with. You're going to realize that this was just passion. And it happens. You know, maybe it caught you off guard because maybe you just got out of something and then you jumped into this with this person thinking that it was going to be solid, and they quickly showed you that all they wanted was one thing. But I feel like they're going to spin the block. They're definitely going to be messaging you maybe next week, Sagittarius. Thank you, my loves. That was your weekly quickie for Sagittarius. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Next week. All right, so next up we have Virgo. Next up we have Virgo. Hey Virgo, welcome in, my loves. This is your weekly quickie for next week, May. Weekly quickie for May, for next week, okay? For Virgo. What messages need to come in? What messages do we need to tell Virgo? Thank you to my ancestors and spirit guides. Okay. For Virgo, weekly quickie for May, for the zodiac sign of Virgo. What does Virgo need to know for next week? What does Virgo need to know for next week? 2025. Virgo. Okay. King of Wands. Okay. You're passionate about something, or somebody is passionate about you, Virgo. Yeah. Somebody wanted to have some type of new start with you, or this may be career related. Maybe you had an offer to go back to a job and you decided not to. Yeah. You're moving on though. The Chariot card is here. Okay. Or you want to move on. Because the Eight of Cups is all about staying in a bad relationship when it's in the reverse. Queen of Swords, this is somebody that's bitchy. This is somebody that, you know, nags. They're not happy. They're kind of childish. They may use words as a weapon. Yeah. Bottom of the deck was the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So I feel like maybe under different circumstances you would want to give to this. Okay, so this is something that you were passionate about. Okay, maybe at one point. King of Wands to the Ace of Cups in the reverse. But then you have the Chariot card here. You may be dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer energy very heavily. But then you have this Queen of Swords to the Eight of Cups. So this may be a relationship that you're in, and maybe you're only staying in it because it actually benefits you in some capacity. It may be finances. It may be, you know, you need some place to live, or vice versa. You can flip it and switch it how you need it to be, Virgo. But you're staying in something that doesn't serve your higher purpose, because you may be afraid of being by yourself. Even though I feel like in the back of your mind, you have this Chariot energy. You want to move on. You want to, you know, rush out of there. And I feel a lot of past energy too. So this may be someone that you were connecting with. You know, you want to take action. You want to take control, you know, over whatever this is. And I feel like at one point you wanted a new beginning for something too, but you didn't, you know, you didn't do it. You stayed where you were. You kind of stayed stuck. Something has you bound. Something definitely has you bound. But it's you. This is you. This is your decision. The King of Wands is all about taking charge of the love life. You may also be dealing with a Leo. I do see a little lion on the Corinth's shirt. Doesn't have to be. It might be a Pisces with the Ace of Cups. Flip it and switch it how you need it to go. But yeah, you're staying in something. Let's see if we can figure out what is going on with this. You do have control. Okay, so you have two control cards. You have the King of Wands when it comes to your love life and your career, and you have the Chariot, right? So you do have control over something, but you're choosing to stay in a bad relationship. What's the Eight of Cups to the Queen of Swords, please, for Virgo? Eight of Cups to the Queen of Swords, please, for Virgo. Yeah, you're waiting on something. Definitely staying, because so Five of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Codependency. Okay, Five of Wands is all about waving your white flag. Like, you don't want to fight anymore. Though, you know, you're like ascending from something, right? Maybe you definitely had some type of ending with this person, but it's just a lack of progress. It's a lack, you're waiting for something. Like I said, this is definitely maybe you, Virgo, being codependent on someone else, or this may be someone being codependent on you. You can flip it and switch it how you want it. Then you have the Three of Swords to the Hangman. So this may be you coming out of this heartbreak, or you breaking someone's heart, and they are waiting for an apology. They're waiting for an apology so you guys can continue like this toxic codependency cycle. Whoever this person is, they're not, you know, nice. They nag a lot. You know, I just hear wah, 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 wah. Like, that's how you hear them when they talk. But I feel like, Virgo, is beneficial to you. It works for you, and that's why you keep staying. You keep staying. That is exactly why you keep staying, because it works for you. It's beneficial. What else for Virgo, please? Weekly quickie for May 2025 for Virgo. What's the Queen of Swords? Yeah, this person has a really nasty attitude towards you, Virgo. Or you have this, maybe an Aquarius too. Yeah, you are the Four of Cups in the reverse to the Six of Swords. So again, Six of Swords to me is Cancer energy. Like, you want to take control and move on to calmer waters when it comes to this, but because you're bored, you know, things are just kind of stagnant. But again, I keep getting it's working for you, and that's what keeps you there. You're not stuck. You choose to be there because you're getting something out of it. Maybe this person is helping you financially, or maybe you live with this person. I am getting travel. Maybe you travel for work, and this person is stationary, so it just works. Whenever you need to, you know, come home, shower, rinse, repeat, go back to work, what have you, this person is I'm hearing at the right place at the right time, even though the relationship itself might be stale or dead. What else for Virgo? Yeah, you're not happy. Virgo, you're not happy. Either you're not happy, or this person that you're connecting to is not happy. What else for Virgo, please? Weekly quickie 2025 for Virgo. Yeah, exactly. But what? I can't listen, y'all. Listen. It's exactly what I said. Okay. This is somebody. Okay, so distant horizon is all about being connected to someone who either is over large bodies of water, or they may travel for work, or it may be just seeing the silver lining in a situation, right? But coupled with the house, somebody travels and somebody is stable. This works for you. This person is a privileged lady. She is kept. Okay, the privileged lady, it could be male, female, it doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter, and tarot is fluid. Okay, this person is at the right place at the right time for you, Virgo, or vice versa. This is how they look at you. There's no love in this, you know, and most of the time someone is in despair because they know they're giving their best years away to some Wahala, just period. Thank you, Virgo. That was your weekly quickie. Virgo. Next up, we have Capricorn. Hey, Cap. Capricorn, welcome in. This is your weekly quickie for May 2025 for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Thank you to my ancestors and spirit guides. What messages does Capricorn need to hear for next week? Capricorn for next week. Maybe dealing with an Aries Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but I feel strong Aries energy. Capricorn 2025. Capricorn. That's Capricorn. For May 2025 for Capricorn. May 2025 for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know going into next week? The weekly quickie for Capricorn. Okay. So finding balance. Three of Wands is here. Okay, what else for Capricorn? Something is working for you, Cap. Okay, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Swords in the reverse. I love it. Nine of Swords in the reverse is all about not being stuck. So maybe you found a solid relationship, because Nine of Pentacles in the upright is all about being single and abundant. Okay, so something was a surprise. So maybe someone came into your life. What's the Eight of Wands, please, for Capricorn, 2025 of May? Did you guys meet somebody new? Cappy Cap? Did you guys meet somebody new? What's the Eight of Wands for Capricorn, please? Yeah, I feel like you're being tight-lipped about it, too. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. You holding on. As I said, I feel like you're being tight-lipped about it. The Four of Pentacles came out, indicating that you're holding on. You're holding on to something. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse to the Eight of Wands. So something was a surprise. Yeah, you're being really tight-lipped about this because you're happy, Capricorn. I feel like you're happy. I feel like whoever this message is resonating to, I feel like you have just met somebody new. And this person does make you happy. Maybe it's too new to tell anybody. Because I feel like you have a fear. Yeah, you have a fear that because it was such a surprise, you know, you have a fear that other people are not gonna be as excited and surprised about the relationship as you are. So the Three of Wands is all about having a solid foundation as it relates to career, or it may be as it relates to you finding someone. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse to the Nine of Swords lets you know that you're not stuck, but you do have a fear of being in a committed relationship, which is why you're keeping this so close to your chest, Capricorn. I feel like this is a new connection. Let's see what's going on. Some of my Capricorns out there. May 2025 for Capricorn. May 2025 for Capricorn. Capricorn, May 2025. If I can shuffle for you guys. Yeah, I feel like you don't want people to know about this. Or they don't want people to know about you. Something like that. Flip it and switch it, Cappy, how you need it. For Capricorn, what messages do we need to know? What's the Four of Pentacles for Capricorn to the Three of Wands? Three of Wands is a solid foundation. I don't know why you would be afraid of this, Capricorn. Maybe something happened in your past, but I feel like this is a new person. So, you know, we can't punish. Yeah, you're on the right path. Two of Wands, being on the right path. Okay, what else for Capricorn? But, you know, I feel like when you have somebody new that comes into your life, they shouldn't be punished for things that people did to you in your past. Yeah, the Five of Swords, you're done fighting. You're done arguing. You're done bickering. The worst is over. Okay? What else for Capricorn? Okay? Yeah, okay. Here we go. You waving the white flag. The Five of Wands is in the reverse. So you were in a, this is why. Because you were dealing with the con man. You were dealing with someone who romanticized you. They might have bought you flowers. They you know, pretty much gave you a 6 for a 9. The other storyline that I'm getting is you did have a solid foundation with somebody, and they are going to do this to you next week. Something is going to illuminate and be surprising to you with this Eight of Wands. This is a person that you never thought would do something like this. Okay, let's get some more on this Knight of Cups for Capricorn. What's the Knight of Cups? This started out real pretty. And it may continue that way for some of you all out there. Don't force the message to fit, and please watch your other signs. If this one doesn't resonate, you may get the full story there. For Knight of Cups, please, Capricorn. Okay, so the Hierophant is here indicating something traditional. So maybe you all were talking about marriage, or you may be dealing with the Taurus. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I have Aquarius. No, I'm sorry. I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And Aquarius, yeah. Aquarius is there too. Bottom of the deck is the Strength card in the reverse. So someone was a coward about something. This was somebody new. Like I said, this was a false person. You may have been dealing with a Leo, Capricorn. Six of Cups is all about letting go of the past. So I feel like you were dealing with someone. You let go of the past, and you did meet somebody new that might want to talk marriage with you. And maybe you're looking at them in the Knight of Cups energy, like, you know, I feel like you playing me. But let's see if the Knight of Cups is on the up and up. For Capricorn, can I get some more information about that Knight of Cups, please? What else about the Knight of Cups? Is this a good person for Capricorn, the Capricorn collective? Knight of Cups. Yes. Okay. You can build with this person. Okay. They want to build with you, Cappy. 10 of Pentacles to the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about traditional things like marriage or education. They want to work with you. The 10 of Cups is all about or the Ten of Pentacles is all about having everything that you want. Financially stable. It's about legacy. It's about stable career. It's about money being good. This person wants to give to you. Okay? So even though they may be coming up in this, you know, seductor energy, I feel like they just have affinity for you, Capricorn. I feel like they just really want to be with you. All right, let's get some Kipper to see what Cappy is going to do. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to my ancestors and Spirit guides. For Capricorn. Okay, what's the advice for Capricorn? Let's get your advice. The advice for Capricorn, please. The advice for Capricorn. Yeah, you're on the right track. This is a solid connection for Capricorn. Okay. Yeah, just as I said, something ended. You were stuck in something. You were stuck in something previously, Capricorn, and that ended so that this can begin. Okay, and the gift card is here indicating that you want to give to this or they want to give to this. It's beautiful. Okay, this at the bottom of the deck was official person. Yeah, you're comfortable. This person makes you feel comfortable or you make them feel comfortable. Next week, Capricorn, I feel like you need to make a decision on this person because I feel like you have this person just kind of waiting, even though the foundation has been laid. You need to make a decision on this person if you're going to be with them or not. I feel like it's going to be a good, solid connection that may lead to marriage or at least a solid commitment. This person is not like your other person. Okay, this person is nothing like the person that you were with. They're complete opposites. Okay, so Spirit is saying do nothing or rest. Okay, and it's a long road ahead with the Pathways card. This person does have his or her finances together. The wealthy man is here, indicating that they're single, they're uninhibited, and they are a kept person, just like the privileged lady. The wealthy man is a kept man. Okay, kept people, they don't, because they have so much to lose, a lot of times they're not going to show up. You know how people who have nothing to lose will show up in your life. So Capricorn, I feel like you should give this a chance next week. If they ask to take you out on dinner, you know, to dinner or out on a lunch date or something like that, I feel like you need to make time for this person because as long as you stay stuck to yourself, you're going to stay single. And if that's what you want to do, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't date other people. Don't get their hopes up thinking that they're going to have something with you, Capricorn, and you know that you're not willing to give that. Open your heart to this, Capricorn. Ashe? Thank you. Thank you, Capricorn. That was your weekly quickie. And last but certainly not least is Taurus. And I did Taurus last because they were in the birthday season and I did 2 readings for them. So a lot of times the energy will stay the same for some of you out there. However, it may be different. But hey, Taurus, welcome in. This is your weekly quickie for next week, the month of May, for Taurus. What messages does Taurus need to know? Remember, you guys are getting 2 sections of videos. So if you don't find your sign in this video, it's more than likely in part 1, which will be linked to this video so that you guys can find the videos easily. Okay? This is last but not least, we're doing Taurus. Thank you to my ancestors and spirit guides. Okay, for the zodiac sign of Taurus, what messages do we need to know for Taurus? What do we need to know for Taurus? Well, you're not taking a leap of faith on something, Taurus. The Fool card came out. If it comes out again, I'll take it. For Taurus, weekly quickie for the month of May. The weekly quickie for the month of May for Taurus. Weekly quickie for the month of May, please. You might be going internal. There it is again. This is exactly how it appeared in the deck the first time. It came out in the reverse. So you're not taking a leap of faith on something. What is it that you're not taking a leap of faith on for Taurus, please? bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. So you're making some type of decision about a person, or they're making a decision about you. You may also be dealing with, I feel Aquarius, but that's the Gemini card. Taurus. All right, so yeah, you have a false empress in your camp somewhere. The Two of Wands is all about making a decision to go a different direction. So Two of Wands, Three of Wands, the Empress in reverse, the Fool in the reverse, and the Magician in the reverse, the Four of Wands in the reverse, and the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So, ooh, Taurus, big energy shift. Let's see if I can get this out for you guys. So there was a solid foundation with the Three of Wands, something that was very solid, but you didn't go for it. You went a different way, because I feel like you realized that you were dealing with an Empress in the reverse. So the Fool in the reverse is like a commitment. So this was some type of risky connection, okay, that you decided you didn't want in your life. Yeah, this was manipulation. Somebody was really pulling the wool over your eyes, and you decided to go a different way. I feel like this person was presenting themselves as an Empress, but they really are not. They're really a fake person. I'm really getting, yeah, this was a lack of progress when it comes to love. It's conflicting energy, right? So maybe you were showing up as an emperor, and the Empress was showing up as like a knight, or like a page or something like that. It just, the energy is off. This is someone who's clingy. This is someone who comes in as like a person that knows it all when they really don't. Just a false, like I'm hearing like false prophet, false person. So then the Two of Wands ensued, which I feel the Two of Wands put you in like a like you were just kind of sitting back thinking, contemplative state. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you, Spirit. So I feel like maybe you were planning your future. So the Two of Wands is also about planning. It's about, setting different goals and, making sure that you do what you need to do to get to that goal together with this person. So you were making plans with this person, but then the Seven of Wands came up. Normally the Seven of Wands is all about moving on to calmer waters. But this was actually a breakup, and you decided with this Four of Wands in the, this is like canceled plans. This is like canceled wedding plans, or canceled relationship, canceled parties, canceled trips, because manipulation. You were being manipulated the whole time, and I feel like you woke up from that shit. Good for you, Taurus. Okay, let's see what else. What's the Magician in the reverse? Because that's trickery. That's manipulation. That is like a false prophet. You got, this person was like maybe doing some type of dark magic on you too, to make you feel a certain way about them. Again, I was picking up in Pisces reading about the whole honey jar thing. I know you guys have maybe seen that going around on social media. And what I'm gonna say is if you don't really know how to do a honey jar, and you don't have the best intentions, you have to understand that there is free will. So you may get someone to come to you with this, because this is exactly what this is. This is spell work. This is honey jar spell work. Okay? And when you do this to people, you interfere with their self-choice. You interfere with their free will. And so it causes karma. So anything that you're trying to stick together in that honey jar, is going to fall apart almost instantly. Okay, so you guys need to be careful. If you don't know what you're doing, you know, when it comes to doing honey jars and things like that, and you're just listening to things on TikTok, or you're listening to things on YouTube, you're not really into the occult or into the, you know, the practice itself, you need to go to a root worker and let them do it for you. Don't let these people tell you, oh, you can do it yourself. No, because you opening other things that don't need to be open. That is a warning for somebody that's doing a honey jar on whoever this person is that I'm connecting to. What's the Magician in the reverse? Yeah, this person was holding on. This person was holding on to this other little person over here. Yep. The Four of Pentacles is all about holding on to your energy, holding on to your wealth, holding on to a person. What else? What's the Magician? They was doing work on them for this person to stay with them. This is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And if this is you, Taurus, shame on you. The Knight of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. What else? Who is this little person? What's the Knight of Wands for Taurus 2025? This is, I feel like this is going on now. Like, we had a full moon, I believe, last week, Thursday. I believe. Don't quote me on that, y'all. But we had a full moon. And the last time we had a full moon, this little person did this to get this person stuck on them, to get this Taurus stuck on them. Or this Taurus did this to get this other person stuck on them. I do see Aries, Capricorn, of course, Taurus, of course, Virgo. Okay. Yeah. Listen, y'all got to be careful, okay? Be careful who you give your energy to. Be careful who you sleep with, because this little person is obsessed. You have the Queen of Swords to the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. That Nine of Wands in the reverse does tell me that this person, okay, they have unrealistic plans when it comes to you, Taurus, or this is you. It does give me Aquarius energy too. They have unrealistic plans as far as what they want with you. And so because they can't get what they want, they over here doing this. They putting you in a damn honey jar, okay? They over there like, this is nasty. This is nasty. It's nasty, y'all. It's nasty. The Knight of Wands in the reverse is about foolish haste and rapid change. That's what I'm saying. You told this person off. You told this person that you wanted to go a different way, and they not having it. I'm hearing they're not taking no for an answer. So spell word came up in Pisces reading too. So you might be dealing with the Pisces. Go back and check those other readings to see the other signs, to see what resonates, Taurus. If this is not you doing this, and this is in fact your story. Okay, what else with the Kipper for Taurus for next week? This person, yeah. This person will not take no for an answer. It's just ridiculous. Okay, what else? For Taurus, yeah, they're complacent. It's like a codependency. They're very comfortable with you, Taurus, or you're very comfortable with them. Okay. I feel like the outcome is going to be good. Let's see, did anything else pop? Because you do have, yeah, well, yeah, they're comfortable with you because you're stable. You're a person of high honor. You might be kept. This might be a woman. This might be a feminine energy that I'm picking up on, and the masculine is doing this to the feminine, or vice versa. You flip and switch it how you guys need it to go. Okay? You need to cleanse your energy. Go and cleanse your energy. Make sure you're saging. Make sure you are, you know, lighting your Palo Santo, and you are really cleansing this energy out. I feel like you may need to do like an egg lampia to kind of remove this off. Another thing that removes these type of things is salt and vinegar. So you may need to Rub your hands together with some salt and vinegar. Preferably do it outside. Breathe into that salt and vinegar. You're going to cough, okay? But you want to keep doing it until you don't cough anymore. And that's going to reverse whatever this is. You're going to start to see the effects of this, okay? Because of your light, you're attracting something that, you know, you attract light and you also attract dark. But this person is really doing some type of work on you. I feel like the outcome is going to be good. Your money's going to be good. I feel like you're going to be single for a period of time because you just, you know, you have to get this out of your energy. But you're not, capital not, taking a leap of faith with this person, and they are mad about it. They are upset about it, Taurus. They are upset. How dare you not want to be with me? How dare you? Okay, I'll fix you. You're going to want to be with me and stuck to me forever. This person is crazy. Okay? That is what I'm getting for you, Taurus. Next week, be careful. Remember what I said, cleanse your energy. I'm sending you all wealth, health, wellness, and light. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I upload new videos. And again, if this message isn't for you, that's okay. Leave it for someone who is. If it is and you did resonate, please leave a comment in the comment section below so that I know that I'm on the right track for you all. Peace and love and blessings. Thank you. Love you all. Bye.